Creator Kids Studios. So this build was another schoolwork build, so you may notice I like 2 Lego builds for school projects. Then you can have fun and learn at the same time. So this was for my literature book, Crispin. So I read this book, and I decided to build one of the cities in it on a micro scale for a final project. So this is the city of Great Wexly. It's a medieval town. So you can see it's surrounded by these curved walls. He mentions several times in the book how it's surrounded by walls, and then there are certain gates. There are 4 gates in total. On the outside, you can see that there's roads leading up to the gates. And then other than that, it's just a bunch of wild space. Then you can see a paved road leads from each gate. And you can see all these paved roads eventually lead to the town square, the biggest open expanse in the whole city. And on either side of the town square, there are the 2 biggest buildings in the whole town. There is the church bell, and then there is a palace of the owners of the city, I guess, the lords of the city. So those were the only 2 like non-natural colors, red and pure white. Everything else I just made a green, a gray, or a brown. So you can see here I have the gray buildings along the streets, lining the streets. So I just found a big variety of gray pieces and used those gray pieces in whatever conglomerations I could. And I like to use the little black cheese slopes as roofs. They worked well as roofs. And then you can also see as you get further and further away from the roads, you get more of like a brown color. So these would be where the poorer people lived, like the slums area. You can also see I made a lot of conglomerations of little pieces as like vehicles. I mean, they didn't have cars back then, but they did have like horse-drawn carriages and things like that. And then lastly, they have a lot of junk on their streets, so I just made a bunch of random 1x1 dots and just scattered them here and there around the city to give the illusion of a bunch of junk lying around. Because back in the medieval times, they had not invented proper sewage. So we can be thankful for that they've invented that now. So that was my build of Great Wexly. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Creator Kids Studios.